So hello everyone and welcome to this latest episode of Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark. And today I'm just going to do a short update about how we're getting on with our 3 Men in a Boat read-along. And since my last proper check-in, we have gone from chapter 3 all the way up through to chapter 10. So we're pretty much halfway through the book at the moment. So as I said, this is just a short update regarding our progress. There may be spoilers, so of course if you are worried that I may let something slip, then I will of course forgive you for not watching any further. But of course you can remedy this situation by picking up a copy of this wonderful book and reading it. You can even download the book from Project Gutenberg and other sites as well for free, because of course it's out of copyright and it's in the public domain. So I would really recommend that you do that. So, since I last properly checked in with you, I said we've made it to chapter 10 and our Voxer group has been quite vocal in its enjoyment of the novel, which really gladdens my heart, of course. And they've been citing their favourite situations so far. I won't mention them all, of course, because I don't want to really spoil it too much for people who haven't read it. But it seems for quite a few people, chapter 10 has been very popular, both for the hilarious part of the lads trying to put up the tent that covers the boat, and also it's been cited for the beauty of Jerome's writing. So what is the boat that Jay and Co are using to navigate the Thames? They are using what's called a Thames skiff, and this is a traditional River Thames wooden rowing boat that was used for the activity of skiffing. Now, what is skiffing, I hear you ask? Well, we'll turn to Wikipedia for our definition then. Skiffing refers to the sporting and leisure activity of rowing, or more correctly, sculling, a Thames skiff. The skiff is a traditional hand-built, clinker-built wooden craft of a design which has been seen on the River Thames and other waterways in England and other countries since the 19th century. Sculling is the act of propelling the boat with a pair of oars or blades, as opposed to rowing, which requires both hands on a single oar. So more accurately, actually, our four, not forgetting Montmorency, intrepid heroes are using a camping skiff, which has an easily erectable canvas cover and is used for outdoor recreational activity holidays, often in conjunction with other activities such as walking, swimming and fishing. The cover can be used for shelter from the sun and rain during the day, and at night converts the entire craft into a floating tent. It enables the occupants to experience nature and river life up close. Easily erectable. I think the boys may have something or two to say about that. That canvas wanted more putting up than I think any of us had bargained for. It looked so simple in the abstract. You took 5 iron arches, like gigantic croquet hoops, and fitted them up over the boat, and then stretched the canvas over them, and fastened it down. It would take quite 10 minutes, we thought. That was an understatement. We took up the hoops and began to drop them into the sockets placed for them. You would not imagine this to be dangerous work, but looking back now, the wonder to me is that any of us are alive to tell the tale. They were not hoops, they were demons. First, they would not fit into their sockets at all, and we had to jump on them and kick them and hammer at them with the boat hook. And when they were in, it turned out they were the wrong hoops for those particular sockets, and they had to come out again. But they would not come out until 2 of us had gone and struggled with them for 5 minutes, when they would jump up suddenly and try to throw us into the water and drown us. They had hinges in the middle, and when we were not looking, they nipped us with these hinges in delicate parts of the body, and while we were wrestling with one side of the hoop and endeavouring to persuade it to do its duty, the other side would come behind us in a cowardly manner and hit us over the head. What's really lovely about this book is we have funny episodes like you just heard about there with the boys trying to put up the tent, but we also have some serious moments and, real works and vignettes of just lovely writing, but also factual information. It is, as well as being this kind of comic masterpiece, it is actually a guidebook. That was what it was supposed to be from the very beginning. And I think, as Jerome himself said, the comedy, it wasn't planned that way. It's just how, when he sat down to write it, it came about. So I think it's really lovely how you have this mix of the farcical and the absurd and the hysterical and ridiculous. That it's punctuated by these beautiful passages of description, but also giving you some history and factual information as you go down. I think combine this, the comedy value helped, of course, to sell the novel and make it a success. But because of these interesting factoids and bits of information within the book, it really also contributed to people getting out as well from the city and exploring the countryside, exploring the landscape of the Thames Valley and the river itself. And then, I read somewhere, actually it was on, what website is that? On Countryfile, actually. They were saying that the boat registrations on the Thames leapt from 8,000 to 12,000, in the year following publication. So, a 4,000 jump within a year is quite a lot for those days, of course. And I think that's really fantastic that it had this impact on people. So, what I also wanted to mention as well, it's really lovely while I was kind of looking through about this book, is there's a fantastic article about this work on The Guardian, which I'll leave below. It was from 2015, and it puts, it's an article that goes over the 100 best novels in the English language. And I was very pleased to see that Three Men in a Boat had come in at number 25. For a work that isn't as popular as it should be, I think that number 25 is a fantastic position. Though of course I would personally put it higher, but it's a fantastic article, and I'll put it below. It gives you a lot of nice background information about the author and the book. I'll also include the full list of the 100 greatest books as chosen by The Guardian down below. And as I said, that is from 2015, but given the age of most of the books in the list, it wouldn't make much difference, I think. So there we have it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope you're all keeping well, and I will of course be back soon with another video and perhaps also another update. So I wish you all well, enjoy the rest of your day, and see you all soon. All the best. Bye bye.